porque sí, todavía tenemos que cambiar. So 10 feet's right here. That's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty darn big, huh?
Good. Really.
Why not?
Perfect.
Yeah. So here we are now cutting these longer verticals and running them all the way over the top and down the other side of random lengths. And approximately we're going for about a 9 to 10 foot high tank, which is a little taller than it is at the base, at the diameter. So that's now accomplished by cutting these rebars random lengths and kind of putting them in, and then we'll shape our stone as we go and put on our access. We've got this really cool ring for the top will be the access door that comes down in the top of the boulder, and it'll get wired in like this up above us.
Oh, there you go.
You see, yeah, okay. And let's just see how it holds. Let's see.
Looks pretty good. I mean,
Yeah. So what we're doing now is bending a rebar ring, which will be on the outside of our access door, and it'll be a place to terminate our verticals, which we're going to have up from the side. So we've hung three temporary pieces of rebar just kind of up in the air and to hold on our access roof, and now we're making this ring. And Martin, who's been doing this for many years, is using this simple tool, and it's made for different size rebar. It has a 1/2 inch side and a 3/4 or 3/8 inch side for bending rebar. But it's something you can have out in the middle of nowhere. You don't need fancy tools. Okay, now we're going to start with our horizontal rings, which were the same 3/8 rebar, although I've decided to put a 1/2 inch one on the second one up, and we're going to go down to 6 inches above the slab and tie this horizontal rebar all the way around. And we have already, you can see our framework, and this is just a temporary horizontal put in up here higher to hold everything together. What we're doing now is tying the horizontal rebars, and this is a 3/8 rebar system mainly, but I put a 1/2 inch here and it can a little bit lower, and we're a little closer. We're starting 6 inches, 8 inches apart. We're about 14 inches apart up here. And the idea being there's more pressure down below. I looked at some tables and kind of decided to overkill it a little bit, and especially with all the different wires that we're using. So wherever we don't have rebar overlapping our 40 to 50 diameters, we'll go back in and put a longer section in, because we want to really create a strong birdcage of rebar here before we put the wire on. So you'll see we're leaving the wire in such ways that when we go put the different layers of wire on, we'll also be able to pull these wire and use them in our strut. So I think that's good for today. You see, we're in our slab. We're putting our horizontals on the outside because they're like the staves on a hot tub or the rings on a hot tub. They're holding everything in. And you can see if you were to put them on the inside of the verticals, it wouldn't do the same thing in the way that it's put together as a structure, because then these verticals could kind of be independent on the outside and move in an earthquake. This way everything's held to the inside.